persons. So this evening with the Youth Connect, we have some nursing students here, some NSPs and other groups in here for the Youth Connect. What are some of the conversations that we are expecting the Vice President to have with them before he leaves?
Well, I mean, so even when it comes to the general well-being and welfare of these students and other youth groups, I think that some of these basic things actually cut across, whilst they also have their peculiar challenges and peculiar issues that needs to be addressed. For example, we had a government that actually brought up the nursing training allowance. I mean, the previous government actually had decided to truncate the payment of allowances to these students. And we believe strongly that these nursing students appreciate that, and that is supposed to help them, one, go through their training and also come to contribute their quota to the healthcare delivery system of this country. And so they appreciate that. But of course, you know that even within that space, they have some concern, they have some challenges, and these are things that once the flag bearer is here himself, they get an opportunity to also espouse these issues so that it's dealt with. So then you have the vocational and artisanal training young people who also have specific needs and challenges. So, for example, we have some of the YEA persons there, beneficiaries there, who have had an opportunity to get support from the YEA to go into all sorts of things, either it's entrepreneurial or training and all of those things. And then we have ones that are in training that are expecting that after they are done, they get an opportunity to get some seed capital to be able to establish themselves, or even when it comes to further training and all of that. And then, of course, the general economic conversation. So if you have a general economic conversation where these young people want to know that once they leave their various training, they get an opportunity to find a job, they live in better living conditions, they have a country that has a certain developmental trajectory that they would want to stay and also contribute their quota. So these are, once you deal with the peculiar issues, there's also general economic and social conversations that the flag bearer will have with these young people.
We're looking forward to hearing what he has for the people today. Thank you so much, Eric, for speaking with us. Also, that's Eric Chum, a member of the campaign team for Bawumia 2024. We are at the Ebenezer Methodist Church in Sefiri, also in the Western North region. Tonight, the Vice President and flag bearer of the NPP will be speaking with the youth. It is a Youth Connect. He says it's bold solutions for our future. The youth have questions, and he also has some initiatives that he will be sharing with them. We'll go in pretty shortly to hear what the Vice President and flag bearer has for the people of Sefiri also and Ghana at large. Epiphania.
Abner, okay, so one thing I wanted to find out, you realize that you've actually, this is not the first Youth Connect program you are at for us. And what is one trend that you can say runs across the Youth Connect programs that this campaign tour is organizing?
Well, like you said, it is a Youth Connect, and the purpose is just the connection. We see how much he's connecting with them here, speaking with them. After every conversation, he takes questions. So they all lay before him their peculiar questions. They interact with him, and then he also shares his vision with them. So if there's a trend, it is the conversation type of communication that is happening here.
Well, then this brings them to their issue-based campaign. It means they are literally carrying it out as they said they would. Thank you so much,
Exactly.
Abner. We've not left you. We'll still come back to you shortly.
Well, we spoke with a few people. Okay, Epiphania.
Thank
Right.
you. Okay, so before we go back to Abner, earlier, the Vice President had actually met. It was a meet and greet with some market women in the Drenase market, still in Sefiri also. Let's go take the footage for that. So here we can see the Vice President as he's making his way through the market and engaging with the market women and the people. This is him bringing leadership down to the ordinary Ghanaian. Like he said, he's going to be, you know, eyeball to eyeball. He's making contact. He's shaking hands. See me, let me see you. I am here, you are there. I'm bringing my message right to you. And that is precisely what is happening as we watch the video, as he makes his way through the Dwenase market, trying to ensure that the market women can understand the message he's brought to them. This time it's not rallies, it's not podiums. This time it's on foot and moving through the lanes that the ordinary Ghanaian also passes through. Now, the market women were not the only people who had the opportunity to be graced by the Vice President's presence. He also met with the spare parts dealers and the auto mechanics in Cocoa Chrome. You can see them here, and they were excited. They actually had an interaction. They had a discussion with him where they got to speak to him, let him know their plight, and he also made them know the solutions that he had for them. You can see him interacting with them over here, where he shared his plight, some of the challenges he went through growing up, and how it makes it easy for him to relate with them. This happened way before he actually got to the Ebenezer Methodist Church. And finally, he also met the taxi drivers, and he interacted with them at the Dwenase taxi rank. So just like he said, it's a door-to-door campaign. You can see him moving from one house to the other, engaging with the people, talking to them, whether big or small. He is literally bringing the campaign messages straight into the home of the people, trying to meet them at their point of their need, trying to listen to their concerns so that he can have tailored solutions for them. You're still watching ABC News Ghana. We'll be right back. Of the campaign tour of the Vice President, who is currently in Seshiri, in the Western North region. Now, we actually had some interviews earlier with our colleague Abna in Cocoa Chrome. So let's go take a look at those interviews.
So we are live in Seshiri at the Ebenezer Methodist Church in the Western North. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia will be addressing the youth here. I have with me Peter Treka, who is the coordinator for Boaco North constituency and the dean of all coordinators here in Seshiri. Peter would like for us to have this conversation in Tree. Peter Kwaba.
Fine, madam. Na apumwe.
Ya mi adom. Ene ya base shuri also. Ya si o mampenya be die ni Franketuni a ogina MPP ano ba hanom. E die na mo a mo wa ha mebuno mo hwe se mo benya efiri ne ho. Asembe na mo hwe se wo beka ama mo atie.
Yo madam, me fa sa akonya we so na madam ase. Se mama ma akonya kase we se me mra na me kase ma se hwe also. No kre se Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Ayo bi a MPP mu ye pena sempa ye sanso ye do no na ye hwe numadi a odi eboa Ghana man ene se hwe so na atimi se eye nije ene nim se ye man akwan ase omra as president a Ghana for this say ye friend say anije ebeba ya afam
na emebunu no mo wo se hwe so ha no edien na wo be ka se mo hu ewo empuntu okwan so ebra Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia bedi mampenya bedi etire 8 years mu
yo minua the ten say mpuntuo dia bebre but you also ankasa no ye constituency ne eson the youth no so yes ye dawson be nim say mfie be nsunie no ye ntimi ensolve youth ni nyina efre say on problem be ye gidi say our incoming MP Festus Bumankama Ejapon. Me share initiative so na say normal what dey go akwamu I was a hio so na mjidi say a ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia akwanya na ma Festus Bumankama so akwanya ebe boa ma say hio so youth no puntu so yetime de akwa anim ye pa.
Tuma be na obeka say hio so ha no emebo no tai eye kuayo eye farm eye kuayo eye dien pa na omo ye wa ha obeka say ebe hyemu kena ebe ma omo abrabo no
Okay, so we're heading straight to the Ebenezer Methodist Church, where the Vice President is addressing the youth.
Believe in ourselves. What other countries have done, we can do, and we can do better. It is possible. It is possible. Let us not have it at all. Let us try, and if you look at what we have been able to do as a government over the last 7 years, you can see that we have been focusing on the youth of this country. We have been focusing on the youth of this country. The policies that we have implemented are policies about the future and the youth of this country. Let me just talk about a few that will show you what we have been doing. When we came into office, we promised that we were going to bring free senior high school education to Ghana. We said we can do it. We said it was possible to bring free senior high school education to Ghana. My main opponent said it was not possible. Didn't he say that? He said that it was a 419 scam. Isn't that what he said? And then we said we will do it. He said if he has 2 billion cedis, he will not spend it on free SHS. But we said it was important, and we spent the money on free SHS. And today, we have free SHS in Ghana. Give me another mic. Today, when we came in and we implemented free SHS, we have increased the number of students in senior high school from 800,000 to 1.4 million students. Today, because of free SHS, the number of girls enrolling in senior high school has increased tremendously. And today, we have gender parity between boys and girls in senior high school. Then, when we came in, we said that we are going to bring free TVET education. Free TVET education. Didn't we say that? You can't say you're the free TVET bebano. Yamfamba. My main opponent, okay, say yentimi ye. Yeah. Ye buy no Ucha nursing training allowance mo. Yekase yedi baba bium. Yekase yedi baba no yamfamba. La yeba no ocha teacher training allowance num. Yekase yedi bana osiyenti minye. Yekaya no yanye. Anka yedini chia. Anka ye need teacher training allowance, ye need nursing training allowance, ye need free SHS. Eni ena ehia se abaye betwi yentuma Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Because Vishna Miwano, my main opponent, Oni salvation no. Adia mihu oha ontimi hu. Entimi kase yebeye bibia. Onhu okase entimi mbaso. Media may say it is possible. It is possible. Yebaye may say, let us issue the Ghana card. Omose embaso. Omo kanchre omo member se mamunko omunkonko registampo. Enya sano omo kanye. Ye ka se yebeye Ghana card no yanye. Na ene Ghana card no eyesronko. It is one of the best cards of identity in the whole world. The Ghana card. And the Ghana card, uye student. Na ube shushe student loan na. Uhiya garanta bium na koji student loan. O Ghana card no ube timiye student loan. And utu kwai na uko abrochire uwa abrochire China, Canada, Australia, Germany, London uwa abrochire na passport eyira ubetimi afa Ghana card afu plane asamba Ghana ha. We actually how powerful the Ghana card is. And ye ka say ye the digital address system beba Ghana ha. Ya famba. And there is no part of Ghana, no village or town where you have a property which has no digital address. Everywhere has a digital address. Obientimi yerabium. Umami o digital address ha metimi abaho. Na yenyina etime hu na bibia ekono ene ye the mobile money interoperability aba enyesa first no before ye ba mu untimi money sika from MTN Vodafone and Telecel and first no timi yesa untimi first no untimi manisika from your bank account to your Momo account. Me buy me say yenye mobile money interoperability between bank accounts and Momo accounts and between Momo accounts. And this if we say yentimi ye enya sa no mukaye. Omukaye no yentimi anye. Mobile money interoperability between bank accounts and Momo accounts. And Ghana is the first country in the whole of Africa to do mobile money interoperability. Yes, me say, yemfa drones, embrambe medical health system. Zipline drones to deliver medicines, blood, vaccines across the country. Maybe drones here, bano. Ediabena NDC for Kaye. I say a betwa nipa photo in their bathrooms. And yes, I know Mukaye. Omuntiasie. Me say, yeah, the drones are back. So Shivi also is one of the medical drone centers that we have in Ghana. Nurses, doctors, hospital systems, and today, the whole world, Ghana is the leading medical drone delivery service in the whole world. Ghana is #1. The whole world. Enti ushe ejuma ayeye no me bae nipa bebre o light o eco offer yeso oko electricity company eco to credit ye digitalization wo ho ene utina o mobile phone so na wato credit na wenya o electricity enyesa ene upe renew o national health insurance utina o mobile phone so now we renew o national health insurance enyesa ye buy ye say one constituency one ambulance ye nya covid ewie ye ena me say yen yere ye ho na ye make sure say ye were district hospital in every district. Agenda 111. Mikaye no ye CC hospitals no enyina across all of Ghana. NDC for yes ye be no almost oyentimi ye enso ye enti we nyina ye no ye boa nipa sebe omoni sika ehiafo enyesa ye boa obia na abrabono abeye mre kakra ama obia unkotua bribe emma obi before we renew o national health insurance passport so ya renew ya digitalization wa passport office ebeye easy but at sema ewo hono say midi inshishe foforo bi eba for passport application sanshishe no ebepoa obia from 2025 nobody has to fill a passport application form if you have a Ghana card. Oh, Ghana card here say uko fill a passport application form bio information near nyina ye here no e the Ghana card no so enti uhia passport ubekwa akotua ufi na ya printi passport no e de abreo na bia eko easy. So share for no na for persons with disabilities. The good news is that you are going to be prioritized in terms of scholarships to tertiary education. So I expect, all persons with disabilities enrolling in tertiary education will be given full scholarships for accommodation and for tuition. Enwa ebeboye nyina enti muhwe ejuma ye no ye juma abua nipa bebre adenti na makuma da saa ejuma no ho uhwe ma bakosem ne mabra aboa uhwe se na enemi gina ho as vice president but na enye easy sao me makodo by day wo efum me call London, me call taxi driver to get money to pay my fees. Me call Canada, na me ye cleaner wo me school ho. I was cleaning dormitories to make some money. Enti media my politics is driven by the desire to help people who are less fortunate in this life. Enintina bibia meye me pese ya bua die umunni bi. So ushe ejuma ayaye no e bua memunu. The jobs are created in this last 7 years. 2.1 million jobs. 7 years. The highest job creation of any government in the Fourth Republic of Ghana. But we have not yet finished. We need to do more. The health side, we have hired about 100,000 personnel in the health sector alone. Same with education sector. Ejumano bebre. Ama, we've brought so many jobs, but if we can do all of this, and I can do all of this as vice president, then echirese moye me presidenta meye na abroso enti mumfa tumino enshemesa na we are going to bring in new bold solutions to reduce the cost of living, bring down food prices, bring down transportation prices, bring down electricity prices. Nipa omuye nsano ejumano, the artisans, we are going to make sure, say, they have access to credit so that they can expand their businesses. Access to credit. They are also no saying for people, importers are omokraniema eba Ghana no. Made the new policy eba for import duty. Ushe Togoa, omo import duty is lower than ours. Intimate say new policy no will be our import duty cannot be higher than that of Togo or Lomé. We will be lower or the same. It is possible. Businesses be brave. And spare parts dealers, so you will flat tax. Every container will need duty. I bet you 20 footer unim duty, 40 footer unim duty. Obia bonihu asema duty. I bet you na aye simple ama obia. Enti me pese munyina muhwen yi na mumfa tumino chemensa na membe bua Ghana na yenyina yetimi akoyenim. The person is saying Ushe YEA omuwo mbuabi omode ma businesses say uwe business person na upese ufanipa ejuma YEA under the Business Employment Assistance Program. Every person you want to employ, 500 cedis a month for the maximum of 2 people. So your business now pesofa nipa mienu ejuma YEA bebuao with 500 cedis each to help you pay for the salaries of the people you are employing. Usheswa, as far as the youth is concerned, your government, you are building more sports facilities than any other government. Yebaye, unyina munim, AstroTurfs, for example, the whole of Ghana na 3 pe, and there is over 150 AstroTurfs in Ghana. And we have a lot to do to help our people across the country. Say, me a digital man, yes, sir. So digitalization, we are going to train 1 million youth in digital skills in Ghana. 1 million youth in digital skills in Ghana. Na abua na omwenye juma na yenyina itimi akoso. But one of the most important policies Medeba concerns our natural resources. We are going to formalize small-scale mining, give them permits and licenses, do more community mining scheme, do more exploration. And when we find the gold, when we find the diamond, we are going to give the ownership 100% to Ghanaians. We are giving it 100% to Ghanaians. And that is what is going to be a major difference when I come in. We need a new way of doing things. I want you to believe in yourselves. I want you to believe in Ghana. I want you to believe that it is possible. It is possible. It is possible. Madam Moasi, thank you very much. I'll take your questions.
I'm sure you better questions. Now, questions bebre. Baku mienu miensa pe na ewie. Ti me pamocho. Nipa miensa enjina se na miensa so enjina se. Mo amo ha na. First come first serve. Nipa 3 e wo ha. Ahanso nipa 3 enjina ha. Ye wie.
Two, yeah, two.
Aka last one. Come on. Jira. Asa mo bia ma habio. Ahanso. Anto jira. Mama no jira. Wafa don't push her. Esra. Yeah nuamba and pushing why. Asa. Ipa mi ensape na mi fan ha. Ma wie. Me fa bin kan bio. I'm sure, sir, near baby Sano, it will resonate. Offer.
You, me, media no a year. At the Swadi, a bra, ye papa or Casano, and opay would kind Kushia Nananom or kind. Sempi more person or boa or kind small scale one sem to see you scry waka. But me Mijahoma Ghana Timber Association Yante ye dear Moa or person or the boy ye. Now to say no, I decided to medicine say. You say for lesson no and a beer you tell timber near the affidie so mercy you know. Since I saw Elsa, now not yenim as I see be the whole a fellow GSBA. Young come, now saying Equatia, ye compartment 53 at the Ama JCM. JCM so, or more production in an normal year export. Yan so ye diano a local sales a defeat ye Ghana for Oha. Say as I said no, ye share ye meeting ye de. Petition call minister ho kosi ne ultimate kan ho hwe nsase no yeso na indigenous e wo ha sase no eda ha yeso ya hwe so afri mletenten te bedu sabri ye chama omu ye free ha na omu de kofidi ye maize e wo omu krom na yeso ye te ha yeso ye adwuma egu ye wo workers bebre so maize e wo ha Dawson. Na nipa e wo mu so say obo yeso anya dwuma anya obo nya nua ampa ya dwuma no egu nti yesre ye papa vice president say yenso sa compartment wa ye che no Dawson over 200 e say ye bi ama JCM for dia kan so eso timber association for so omo ye bi na yenso yenya bi nye mu adwuma na emfa fidi local series e wo ye mamu ha Medanasi.
Yo, Mikasa Eo Ukobot. Need my Kukobot don't be a what do you call it?
We are ready. We are ready. We are ready. Kawasa.
Patrol, me make a summer nurses for Nina. Patrol last year say, Yenya alawa for 3 months. Yeah, she said, obey Bibia for Amaya this year and so. And I feel so. Messiah Eco School, Bibiani College of Health Sciences. Yeah, educational tripper. I did say, Omuko Boro Bass, and my son, Yadiako. Into your slow say, Ubepe Bass, Amaya School, and I answer your Kobe Bia Yadiako.
Hello, my name is Bismarck Kwabena Bodu. My name is Bismarck Kwabena Bodu. On 4th November 2023, I quote, I have my own vision and my own priorities. Today, in your speech, you mentioned the 2024 election is about the future of the youth. My concern is on Western North youth. Over here, there are so many hidden talents. Talents in terms of football, talents in terms of art. But the enabling environment to unearth these talents mostly is the problem over here. When we come to football, I can promise His Excellency that Western North can produce the best footballers for the country, so that Ghana Black Star will win a lot of trophies for the country. In terms of music and other things, there are so many hidden talents, and I want His Excellency, the Vice President, to create the enabling environment for these talents in Western North. Thank you very much.
Okay. His Excellency, please, my question is, how can a digitalization solve our problems of unemployment? Thank you.
The day is Samuel Abaka Bentel, the PBC staff. Mr. Vice President, my dear, me do two enim say PBC, a Jumano, a gu anisa. The sentence say for the past 1 year, yenye Juma. And by this said, I'm the two enim say PBC. Ghana, Sakoko Ghana, they are PBC, Ghana. It is a Ghana Bacon anima, PBC, Ekahubi. And in them, me so say, a quan be our first one, no man penny by I'm a PBC, Juma, a tumpono. Oka, Fatoma Penim, the PBC, Juma, and sorry, but I say.
His Excellency, me patro me kasama fashion designers in Ghana. Me patro okasamuno me te say na okasa say we are digital man nti se si a masun adwuma mapon me ho me nso mmoa ben e na menya e wo digitalization na wo se wo de baba ni mu me do ase.
Where are you from?
His Excellency, Dr. Baomi. Please, I'm the Vice President for Serioso Municipal Assembly, NSS, National Service Personnel. But this challenge that all the National Service areas are facing, our evaluation forms comes on time. But meanwhile, our payments is in a delay manner. They will pay 1 month and leave 3 months for us. And when we are doing the service, our parents see us, we are capable of providing things for ourselves. And when it comes to our transportation to our service places, we find it very difficult. And I like the way when we are reading your manifesto to the public nation that national service will no more be a mandatory that it should be in a government sector. But meanwhile, all of us who are in the government sector, we are trying to do after the service what is next for us. And right now, the U.S. Municipal Assembly, we see ourselves that the youth here, now we are able to get a new region for ourselves. We are trying to bring initiative like what is next for the national service, which our flyers are out for skills and other entrepreneurs. So we seek for your solid so that you support us to bring our program on board. That's all.
Thank you all very much. Yepamucho, the youth wing will continue the engagement with all the groups. Issues no, will be taken on board. Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. The first question of this lot, Ghana Timber Association, Bisaya, as far as the allocation of compartments and how those allocations are favoring the export of the timber against the indigenous domestic industry. And Sadiano is the same thing that I am talking about in the gold and the mining sector. So I will be talking to the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, because it has to be the opposite. We should rather be favoring the local timber industry rather than trying to support other mills. We should be supporting our own mills. So I'm going to talk to the minister, and we should be able to change this particular situation. The other issue, no, any Alawano and the Alawano emba regularly, no. So I think that me Minister for Finance Ebekasa, and make sure that he makes sure, say, this particular year we don't have any backlog. So I'm going to be your advocate, and I'm going to go and talk to the Minister for Finance, and we will get this alawa paid, inshallah. The other issue is a very important issue, Amudiaba. Buses. Buses is a very important issue. And Misumiwo, new solution to this problem is not only in nursing training colleges, but also in senior high schools. There are problems of buses. And Mima Jane say, I want a new policy. That new policy, government should not try to buy all the buses on its own. We should lease the buses and pay for them over time, so that every school will get a bus and we'll be paying for them over time. We lease the buses. It's very simple. So I want to bring in, this is what happens overseas. This is what happens abroad. We should not be trying to be spending so much money at a go. If we are renting or leasing the buses, we'll be paying a little over the lifetime of the bus, and the maintenance of the bus will be done by the company. So they will always be in good shape and going on. So I am going to bring this new policy, and every school, every training college will get a bus, and we will move forward. Then we move on to the roads in Western North and creating the enabling environment. Also, the development trajectory not Western North. It was very bad before we created the region. Things were not good at all. A lot of the development not embaha enyesa. But since we created the region, we have started seeing improvement in many areas. And then you look at the roads. The roads, we haven't done all the roads. But if you look at Supreme Kwanta to Akoti, it has been done. Ahuyaso town roads have been done. Nzonzua road has been done. Buako to Sankore has been done. Enchi to Dadieso has been done. Enti to Kojo has been done. So we also town roads are being done as we speak. Benjamin Kwanta to Ajefua, it is also being done. So we are doing a lot of roads. We are not yet there yet. There are still more roads to be done. But we are seeing more development right now in Western North region than before. So if we continue, we will get a lot more. We have STEM schools, we have other zip line drones, other areas that we have development in Western North region. So let us continue this development. The other question was the issue of the link between digitalization and employment. That is very, very, very important. Because if you are going to employ people, you first need to know who they are. Ghana card, unique identity, that is very important. Where they live, digital address will provide everybody with an address. Do they have a bank account? You have mobile money interoperability. Your bank account and your Momo account are very easily interoperable, and you can have it there. For the people themselves in businesses, all of these digital programs make it more efficient. You can hire people more effectively, and your productivity will also increase. When productivity increases, you will also need more people to work. So definitely digitalization is going to help us to create more jobs because you have more efficiency. People can stay at home, open businesses and do e-commerce, and people will use digital addresses and you can deliver goods to them. And so digitalization is very, very good. It's the same for the people who are in fashion designing. You can deliver goods to people once you know their digital address. You can deliver their orders. People can know where your fashion business is. You just give them the digital address. They will come. They can pay you via Momo. You don't have to be there physically, and we can get a lot done. Question on PBC. That is also something we have to look seriously at. PBC has gotten into some financial troubles, but we cannot allow PBC to collapse. So we are going to do everything to save the company and allow it to continue. The national service payments are supposedly not very regular. I will find out exactly what the problem is and then try to regularize your payment. I want to thank all of you. I think that it is very, very important that we all come together on December 7th for the future of the youth of this country, for the future of this country. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia stands your best bet to bring you things that can make you advance in life. My opponent has already failed as president. This is why we got rid of him. He failed as president. I have never been president before. I will not go on a honeymoon when you elect me. I will become the president who will start working from day one for you to solve all your problems. So help me to make sure I can help you. God bless you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Pacho mo bon sem kesiye. Damunyasi, Damunyasi. DJ, why nyumba kubi na yemfa funny form sisia. More de befa for funny form me boy. DJ, 1, 2, 3, go. Rabia, come. Lower, please, lower.
You're still watching ABC News Ghana, and you just heard the voice of the Vice President as he was answering the questions of the youth at the Youth Connect taking place in Seshirioso in Kokokrom. Now let's go back to Abna, who is directly on the field. Hello, Abna.
Well, hello, Epifania. The Vice President and flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has just finished his engagement with the youth of Seshirioso here in Ebenezer Methodist Church in Seshirioso in the Western region. A few takeaways. He says that there will be free university education for persons living with disabilities, and he mentioned his digitalization agenda, which will improve trading activities, digitalize all lands in Ghana to resolve land disputes. He also mentioned that there will be more financial incentives for business associations. The nurses here, the nursing students here also mentioned their issues to him concerning their delayed allowances, and he mentioned that they would receive them. All these issues would be resolved. So today's conversation in Seshirioso, this is how it comes to an end. The flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has assured the youth that he is poised to provide them with the best. Yes, Epifania.
Okay, thank you so much, Abna. Okay, so coming back into the studio, let's give you a little round of how the day has been. So the Vice President began by meeting the clergy and some imams in the Western North region in Seshirioso, where he actually sought their blessings and their support for his campaign. He also went to he paid a courtesy call on the Western North Regional House of Chiefs, where he actually shared his vision for the country if elected into power, and also sought for their support. Now, he later engaged in a door-to-door campaign. He also interacted with some of the spare part dealers and auto mechanics in Seshirioso. He also had a meet and greet with the market women and the taxi drivers in Seshirioso. Now, he just finished addressing the youth at the Youth Connect at the Ebenezer Methodist Church in Kokokrom, Seshirioso. We'll bring you more updates live, but we had some interviews where we want you to actually go and look at. We're going to bring you more live updates on this. The Vice President is going to continue his tour coming Tuesday, and we'll be right here to bring you live updates on this. Thank you so much for staying with us. This is not the end of it. We'll keep bringing you live updates. Do have a wonderful evening.
Handsome, you're welcome.
Thank you, Auntie.
Well, you are in the College of Health, so it means that you are studying to become a health practitioner. As a health practitioner, a student here, what have you